Great people, welcome to Name Tech channel. My name is Nehemiah and I'm so happy to have you on board. So this is the second lesson on DJANGO, and we are going to talk about on how to create DJANGO apps. We shall also talk about the views, the URLs, and also the templates. But then before we begin, please take a minute, subscribe, like, and share the video to your friends. And to the returning subscribers, thank you very much for your continuous support. So guys, let's begin by first tackling on how to create the DJANGO apps. So guys, basically on DJANGO perspective, basically an app is a web application that has a specific meaning in your project. Just like on your phone, you have a messages app that handles the messages. You have the camera app for taking photos. You have the Gmail app for handling the mails and such stuffs. So likewise in the DJANGO apps, you can have an app that handles members in a database. You can have an app that handles the contact form or the homepage or such stuffs. So in this tutorial guys, we shall create an app that allows us to list and register members in a database. But then we are going to begin from the very basics, like we shall begin by just creating a simple DJANGO app that displays something like hello world, or name tech is awesome, or any other name or any other string there. So first of all, navigate to where you want to place your project. Remember guys, in the previous lecture we talked about on how to create an environment for the project. Actually, to create an environment, we also talked about on how to activate the environment, and we also installed DJANGO. And for me, I installed it at the desktop. You can see it is here still. And then now today I want to show you how to create now the those apps. So first of all, navigate to where your project is, the project folder. Then once you are there, here the URL section here, just click once, then it will open that file path. And then once you are there, just type in cmd. Once selected cmd, then I click enter on Windows or return on Mac. And then once it's open, remember first thing is to activate what the virtual environment. How do you activate? On Windows operating system, just type in a script. Remember, it begins with a capital letter. A script, it is in our folders, in our files there. That's why it is. It is script. It is named scripts, and then a backslash. Then just type in activate, then .bat. That is on Windows operating system. But then on Linux or on Mac operating system, just type in source, then file the name of the basically the name of the what of your app. And then what you do, just type in / then a bin, and then do at activate.bat. So it will activate your virtual environment. So once it is activated, now I want us to create now that app, of which I'll give it a name, perhaps members, because it deals with members, adding members. So what we do, basically, you can give it any other name. It's it's not compulsory to give it a specific name. So once you are there, to create that app, just type in pi on Windows operating system. Just type in pi, then a manage.py. Manage.py. Remember, manage.py is a file in our project that will help us create that app. And then type in start app, and then type in the actually the app name. For me, I'll give it members. Just type in pi, then space manage.py, then space start app, and then members. Once you're done, then I click enter. So guys, basically it will create that app. So once you go to your folder, actually to your project, you can see that we have that file named members. So guys, basically the other thing that I want you to do is to create is to download the VS Code, because we are going to code with the Visual Studio Code. So just go to your browser. So guys, just go to your browser, then type in to to the browser, then I type in what VS Code or a Visual Studio Code, download, and then basically you can do it. You can click on this first link. You can click on that first link, and then I do what you can download for your operating system. Remember, for me, I already have it on my system, and so I'll not have to download it again. So let me first of all, I'm here. So guys, once you are here, what you do, just go to, once you have opened that Visual Studio Code, basically you might have something like the tutorial section on this Visual Studio Code. So what you do, you just do it, you just close that window, and then you'll have such like an interface like this. Then once you are here, just go to the file, and then I do what, click on open the folder, click on open the folder, and then I navigate where your project is. Remember, mine is here, so just select the entire folder, then click select a folder. So you'll have what, you'll have your folder, the Visual Studio Code, and then guys, you can see that we have all the files for our project. You can see the members are actually the members project and such stuffs. So guys, basically I want us now to talk about the views, and Django views are Python function that takes HTTP request and return the HTTP response like a HTML document. So basically a web page that uses Django is full of views with different tasks and their missions. So views are usually put in a file called views, like yeah, they are usually put in a file called views.py located on your app folder, and then basically there is a views.py in your members folder that looks like, let me just confirm guys. Basically you can see that we have this app, actually this folder named, actually this file named views.py here in this members app that we have just created. We have views.py, and then once you click on it, or when you open it, you can see guys, we have these default codes here. So once you are here, once you are here, first of all, let's clear this comment here is not a must to have it. So once you have cleared, you can have that first line of code. Then here, let me say from Django, from what? From Django, do at import from Django.http. We are gonna import here a class or a module. Import this class HTTP response this one. So you are gonna import this class here, and then now in the next line of code, just type in what? Just type in define create a function here. Just type in div or for defining a function. Then do what? Type in past members. Type in members, and then into parentheses. Then type in what? Request. Request. Then I do what? Close with this it's called what? It's called colon. And then here I type in what? Return what? Return these are class HTTP response. Remember, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which I'll talk about networking in future. But then for now, just type in this code, then close. Basically, I want it to return as a string, something like first of all, create this quotation mark. Then let me say nametech is awesome, right? Is nametech awesome? Let me know in the comment section. So just type in nametech is awesome. Nametech is awesome, just like that. Or you can type in any other name. So guys, I just type that name. But remember, for me in this Visual Studio Code, I enabled autosave here. You can go to the file, and then here you can see I've checked autosave. I don't have to save it. However, if you want to save manually, it is Control plus S to save, or you can just go to the file, then click save. But then you can see the shortcut is Control plus S. But then on Mac, I think it is Command plus S. So guys, basically something that you must know here is that the name of the views does not have to be the same as the application. Basically, the name of the views, it's not a must to be the same as the application. You can call it, basically for me, I've just called it members because it relates with the context. So basically, this is just a simple example on how to send a response back to the browser. But how can we execute the view? We must call the view via a URL. So let me now talk about the URLs, the Django URLs. And I say that the URL stand for Uniform Resource Allocator. So what you do, go to this member folder, ensure that you are in the members folder. Then once you are there, click on create a file, and then this file name, you can give it urls .py, like that. Then click enter, it will create for you, and that what it will create for you that URL in the folder as the views.py. Here you can see it is in the same folder that is in the members folder. And then what you do, let's type in some code. First of all, let me say from Django .urls from Django.urls import path like that. Then also we're going to import, so let me say should be a path like that, the way it is. Then let me create in this a new line of code. Let me say from then in the same directory, to specify the same directory, just type in the dot, and then you do what you say, import views. Import views, and then here let's now add in our URLs, or this URL pattern. It should be URL patterns. Should be URL patterns. I think this is a spelling. I don't know what's the problem here. URL patterns. Then let me assign it to what? To this path. Let me say perhaps a path. Let me say path. Then let me pass in what? Perhaps members. It is members. I don't know the name for your project, but then mine is members. Then type in the / and then a comma, and then what you basically, you can see when you have when just write well, you can see you have some brief description that helps you to understand what you ought to type there. And then here just type in views.members. Actually, it should be views, right? Views.members, just like that. And then add in a comma. Then a name. You can give it. You can assign it to perhaps members. It should be members. Members like that. And then I do it here at the end. Just close that that path once you're done. So guys, basically the url.py file that we have just created is specific for a members application. We can do some routing in the directory, perhaps tutorials directory, and then basically it is the tutorial directory, and then basically that's where our project is. Our main project is. And then now guys, this may seem perhaps complicated for now, but just follow the instruction, and then it's gonna work. So first of all, there's a file called urls.py on this tutorial folder. urls.py. You can see it is here. So once you are here, so guys, basically you can open the file and then add the include module in the import statement, and also add the path function in the URL patterns list, and then with arguments that will route users that comes in via this via your port and the port number. Then your file will look basically what I do. Let me show you that. So first of all, guys, we are gonna do what we are gonna add what we are gonna do this. We are going to do what we are gonna include add the include module in the import statement here. Then let me say from Django.urls import what import include module. Include module, then a comma, sorry, should be comma, then a path. Before a path you add what include, so path like that. Let me add a path, another path. Let me say path, and then basically I want to pass in an empty string there, so that I don't have to specify it may just be the default one. So let me just pass in what an empty string there, and then comma, then let me say include, include, and then include what include members, include members dot urls. Urls should be urls like that, and then always ensure to have a comma here at the end. And then guys, basically if the server is not running, then navigate to let me first of all open that project, navigate to your project, actually to nametech. For me it is nametech, I don't know what you gave it on your end. Then once you are here, just on this file path, just type in a cmd, then first of all do what activate scripts. I don't have to explain again what these stuffs have to do, because I've done it several times. Then I click on activate.bat. Then once it's activated, just type in py manage. Should be manage. Should be manage manage.py, then I click on what type in what run server like that, and then I do what click on enter. So guys, you can see that now the server is activated. So what I do, let me just copy this URL here, Control plus C it is to copy, and then on our browser let's just paste it there. Then I do what, let's run the codes. So guys, basically here the browser, you can see that we have found the 404 error, which means it's working. So what we do guys, basically before I go there, let me talk about this URL here. So basically this 127.0.0.1 is just an alias for the local host. So if you replace with the local host here, local host, and then you click enter, guys, you can see it gives you the same results here. So now guys, basically if you want to navigate to that page for members to see our codes, you can just type in the /, then you can say, not is it a / or a /, a / right, and then do what, let's say members, then I click enter, and then guys, you can see the results here. Nametech is awesome. So guys, basically this is how you can do it. This is how you can work on those URLs. So guys, basically you can see the results there. But then as we were introducing Django, I said that basically we will be using templates, and basically templates, these are the containers, or basically these are the files, the HTML file or any other files that can be used to display the content on the client side. So guys, basically I want to show you how to handle the templates. So first of all, go to your projects, and then basically to your app name, that is members on my end, but then I don't know what is it on your end. Then after you are there, click on the folder. There's a file and also there's a folder, so click on the new folder. Then in this new folder, you can give it something like you can name it basically templates or any other name. Let me see, templates. You can give it a template geyser for you to be safe. And then once you are in that templates folder, do what, create another file like index.html. Let me say index, or you can give it any name like my first.html. But then remember, it must end with the extension .html. Hypertext markup language. Then click enter. So guys, basically you can have these files here. Actually, basically you can have these files here, actually the template folder. Then inside it you can see that we have the index.html file. So guys, basically you can create a simple HTML structure here. So first of all, just type in the exclamation mark. If you're using a VS Code, just type in the exclamation mark, then it will give you the snippet for the HTML document. And so here title, I can give it something like title, I can give it something like Django. I can say perhaps let me just say Django is awesome. Django is awesome. Is it awesome? Yeah. Django is awesome. And then perhaps I can create some headings there, some titles. Perhaps let me say H1 for heading 1. Then let me say something like hello name tech. Let me say name tech is awesome. I like doing that. Let me say name tech is what is awesome. And name tech is awesome. And then perhaps a paragraph, I can say let me type in some content there, like let me say welcome to my YouTube channel. By the way guys, for me, when I talk in the code and I type, I usually get confused, and that's why you can always see that my typing speed is very slow when I'm talking, because I don't know how to multitask. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, and then so guys, basically we can do what we can modify now the view. So guys, basically on the view.py replace and place the actually let's replace and use these these HTML codes. So what we do basically to the to these members, where is it, to these members here the views, sorry, basically to them, let me just navigate there to these members, and then to the views here, I'm gonna change to something else. So let me say from Django, let me replace the codes here because I want us to work with the template. Let me change the code here. So from Django here, we are going to use the template now. From Django template, import what we are going to use the loader. Let me say a loader. We are going to say loader. And then here, basically, let's define now the folder. Actually, let me now remove this code here because I want us to work with the template. Then let me say template. Template equals to basically we are assigning a loader dot get a template, and then here we are gonna pass in the template itself, of which it was I guess it was index. Basically you must define it as a string. So let me say index. It should be index.html. it was index.html, and then and to here at the bottom, perhaps let me say something like let me now return return what we are going to return the http response, http response, http response to this template. So let me say template, template, and then what I'm gonna say dot render, and then guys, basically, oh sorry, first of all render, and then inside these are two quotation mark, but then guys, remember that you must always import what the module here for you to use it. So here I'm gonna remove these shortcuts, and then replace with, let me say, from Django, dot http import what you're gonna import this http response module, http response, like this, for it to work very well. So guys, I basically changed that setting to be able to work with more complicated stuff. Just other than just that name tag is awesome, the default text. So guys, basically you have to tell Django that a new app is created. So this one is done by in the setting.py. So navigate to the setting.py here, your main project folder, and then guys, basically I'll go to where I look at the installed apps. Here you can see we have the installed apps here. And then in the list of apps, we can add what that app name. For me, it was members. I don't know on your end it was what. So for me, it was members. It was members, and then guys, basically we can actually we can run this command. First of all, stop the server for you to able to write some code. You can see it is and there's no place to write the code, so you must always stop the server for you to able to write the codes. Now to do that is control and a break, control break, or control break, or you can say control plus C. It will still break the server. So now you're able to do it. You're able to write the codes. Then I type in py, then I manage or dot manage.py, then we are gonna say migrate. Migrate, then do what click enter. So guys, let's try to refresh here. Let's try to refresh, and then guys, basically you can see that name tag is awesome. So welcome to my YouTube channel, subscribe. So guys, basically you can see that we have printed out the results. We shall talk about these stuffs much deeper as we go on. Up next, we shall talk about the models. But then for me, I just wanted to show you the very basics. I think by now, guys, you've gained something. Please consider subscribing, like, and share the video to your friends. Until next time, this is Nehemiah. Goodbye.